Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swam Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapad Kamlam Shri Gurana Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sajtam Sahagan Raghunathavitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarabhutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vishakhanatamascha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Satadevi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Bhaksha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I welcome you all for the session today. I know the weather is not so good, so it's fine. You could make it. You are very fortunate. Only fortunate souls can make to the, it says always, to the discourse. Because unless we are out, it's in our karmas, we have some pious deeds into our account, some little bit of bhakti, devotional service into our account, then only we can make it to the discourse, or we can make it to even the darshan of the deities. So very fortunate souls only can make it. That's given in all the scriptures. It's not only what we are saying, it's given in every Vedic scripture. So I would first narrate something, and then we will go for an interactive class. So you can ask your questions, and I can really help to resolve them, or just whatever little knowledge I have, I can share with you. So Bhagavad Gita is the manual for all of us, as we know. Bhagavad Gita, spoken 5,000 years back, it's just not a 5,000-year-old scripture. Krishna tells in the Bhagavad Gita itself, when he's singing these shlokas, he's actually singing them to Arjuna. So Arjuna, it's a battlefield. Where the Bhagavad Gita was spoken, it's a battlefield. Battlefield means chaos. Battlefield means where there is pain, where there is misery. Battlefield means where there is conflict going on. So Bhagavad Gita was spoken where there was the conflict going on, conflict of a superlative degree. It was not just a verbal conflict. It was the conflict with weapons going on. It's a war going on. So amidst a war, how can somebody sing? So Krishna, being the Supreme Lord, he sings the Bhagavad Gita. He gives the solutions to Arjuna. Arjuna has got a lot of conflict in his mind. He's in depression, he's in anxiety, he's in stress. That's all. Actually, that is for all of us to understand. This time of Mrityu, we are living in Mrityu Loka. This is Mrityu Loka. The whole planet Earth is called Mrityu Loka. Why does it is called Mrityu? Means death. So everybody is gonna die here. Everybody who takes birth here will die. Eventually they will die. We all have to die. So we should never be scared of death. 99.9% people fear death. They don't want to die. So Bhagavad Gita actually prepares us that how our death should be. How should we live? How should we live to die? So Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is getting all the information, first-hand information from the Supreme Lord himself. And that is how the Bhagavad Gita was written for all of us, being Arjuna the medium for us. So Krishna speaks here about all of us actually. He's taking us out of distress, out of pain. We all are in anxiety. Nobody is out of anxiety in this material world. Everybody is facing some kind of, the other kind of misery, pain, worries, tensions. Everybody has it. From the beginning of when they are born, even a kid when he starts going to school, or when he is just born, even just after a few months when he starts walking or when he's talking. So a lot of anxiety the parents have, even the child goes through a lot of trauma. He falls down, he gets up, again he falls down, then he learns to walk. Everything he takes, it takes a lot of pain to learn. Even like while reading, writing, talking, the child has to go through a lot of pain and trauma. So this material world is actually believed to give us all that. But Krishna gives us the solution. He tells there is not a single problem which has not been provided with a solution. The first thing he gives us the confidence. Bhagavad Gita gives us a lot of confidence in our lives. Bhagavad Gita talks of, because Krishna, he talks of that you have a solution to each and every problem in this world. So that gives us a lot of, we all know, positivity in our life. So Krishna is the source of positive energy. If we get connected to Krishna, the positive energy is bound to come into our lives. The negative energy goes out as soon as the positive energy flows in. So Krishna tells Arjuna that you have to fight in this world. And that's how he prepares Arjuna for the fight. And he's preparing all of us how we should face our problems, how should we fight in our lives. Individually, we all have got a Kurukshetra of our own. This is the battlefield. Kurukshetra is the battlefield where the battle is going on. So likewise, we all have our own Kurukshetras. Every individual has one Kurukshetra of their own. And we are actually in our own Kurukshetra battling with our own doubts, anxieties and stress. And these are actually the demonic qualities that actually they are coming on, actually they want to defy us, our positivity. But if we have Krishna beside us, if we have the instructions of the Supreme Lord beside us, then we will come out of all conflicts with victory. Krishna shows that to Arjuna, that you will be, if you take me into your lives, the Shri and Vijay. Vijay means victory and Shri means Lakshmi, the money. We think, oh, if I become a devotee, how will I earn? What if I become a devotee, I'll become like a mendicant or a sadhu. No, that is actually our fear. We will never be like that. Krishna says, if you give your mind and intelligence to me, you will be able to fight in this world with all vigor and me at your side. So he tells that if I am at your side, you will face always victory. Nobody can defeat you. So that is how it is. If Krishna is beside us, nobody can defeat us. So that's what he's telling Arjuna in the brief, what I've told you, just narrated to you. He speaks in the first chapter where Krishna doesn't speak a word in the first chapter. Arjuna is speaking. He's talking about his own apprehensions, his own doubts. And then in the second chapter, when he says to Krishna, I want to become your disciple. I want to learn from you. I want to become, because everybody or each one of us is a learner. Unless we become a learner, we will not be successful in life. If we say, oh, I know everything, then we are at a greatest fault. If we say, oh, I want to learn, then you become actually the recipient of the mercy of Krishna. If you really want to say, I want to learn from Bhagavad Gita, I want to learn from these holy scriptures, then you become the recipient, the right recipient. So to take also, one has to become the right recipient. So if we don't become the right recipient, mercy will not come to us. So it is important for us that the compatibility should be there with the speaker and the recipient. So here the speaker might be, you see, me, but the actual speaker is Srila Prabhupada, who has founded ISKCON, is his commentaries. And the super actual speaker is Krishna himself. So if we really want to listen to Krishna, we have to become the proper recipients. Krishna says always in a submissive manner, not in a challenging mood. If we want to really challenge, we can put forth many, many challenges, and we will never achieve what we are looking for. So that is how Krishna says that to Arjuna, that you become a proper recipient. You take my guidance. And then Arjuna says, I want to become your disciple. So becoming a disciple means surrender. Surrender means submission. Submission means service. So there are triple S. Service, surrender, service. Surrender, service, submission. They all three go together. If you're not submissive, you can't do service. If you can't do service, you're not surrendered. So we can't say, oh, I'm very surrendered soul and yet you do no service. Or you don't submit to Krishna's word. So you are actually nowhere. So this is how the Bhagavad Gita starts with. So our mood should be of submission, surrender and service. So we should serve the deities, serve the temple and serve the holy name. That's important. We may not be able to come to the temple every day or just once a week you are coming. But we have to serve Krishna through the chanting the holy name. So that is the real surrender, begins from there. So that is how Krishna tells Arjuna that japa yagya asami. The japa means chanting, the meditation for the Kali Yuga, for this era. So when we do chanting, so then what happens is we are serving the holy name. So the service has started already. So when we start serving the holy name, the surrender to the holy name will come. So that is important that we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So if anybody one of you would like to ask anything, they can just go ahead. We can have an interactive session because very few of us are here. So it's better we take advantage of this time. Any doubt in your mind? Anything that you are here? Why we are here? Why should we chant? Anybody you want to say something, ask something? All are very submissive. At least some doubts would be there. Be frank. Because as I said, it's not a big crowd, so we can take the advantage of this small get-together. It's just a very informal get-together today. So we can start with, what do you do? I can ask questions then if you don't have questions. Yes. Your name and your introduction.
My name is Didansh and I came here to Canada last year in April and I am studying in Capilano University right now, doing a 2-year course and I'm working as well. I'm working like as a security guard on night shifts.
So you're working very hard. Morning you study, evenings you are working. So what do you think of the spiritual life? Like, is it a necessity? Is it important?
It is important. It is really important.
You're from which part of India?
I'm from
Punjab, Ludhiana. So you must have seen in your home also everybody praying or chanting. So I don't know they would be doing or not. But
yes, actually, my mother is like Radha Swami and
okay.
They chant like.
She must be pure vegetarian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pure vegetarian.
You're pure vegetarian.
So like after coming here, like I completely developed myself into a person who loves to listen bhajans. Because being an international student here are like many difficulties. So
Yeah, a lot of stress is there. To survive here, survival is itself is a big stress.
many financial problems or any other problems. It makes like really difficult for me to sleep in like, so that's why I tried to listen bhajans
That's right.
and after that I'm pretty good.
So there's a lot of stress and meditation helps to calm your mind. Unless you calm your mind, you will actually, I've seen many students going through all this stress and pain when they are actually, survival mode is very difficult here. And to take all that is coming from outside world, you're being attacked all the time. One problem ends, the other problem comes. Then the another one, then the another one. So how to deal with these problems if you don't have a calm mind? So how does the calm mind comes? That's what Krishna tells Arjuna. How will you have a calm mind? So mind is actually another focus that's given in the Bhagavad Gita. So how to handle a mind that is always turbulent? So as you said, you're very frank in what you're facing here. So that's right, it's another Kurukshetra for you. Being here away from the family, no support must be, the financial support must be coming. But the moral support and all the time going to the shelter of your parents, that is missing here. You can't be always you can't access to them always. So you have to be on your own. You have to grow up now. So a lot of challenges are there. So these challenges, how will you meet these challenges? Krishna tells Arjuna. The positivity, how will you get? Because negativity is already in the air. You don't have to go for the negativity anywhere. It will come on its own to you. But for positivity, you have to strive hard. Like it's Flowing with the current is easy. Flowing against the current is very difficult. So other day when I was, a long time back, I was giving a lecture on salmon fish, I had how realization comes from the salmon fish. And I didn't know, little did I know that in Canada they have a farming where the hatchery is there, where they show how the salmon fish actually, she goes against the current. So that is, then I came to know, yes, they have a farm, and the other day I went to see that. But I had read about it a long time back and had found it on the Discovery Channel, and then I had given a lecture on that because realizations come from everywhere. So this was how that came to me, and then look, see about salmon fish. If she wants to really give birth to, if you have to really hatch eggs, she have to give eggs. She goes to the place where she was born. She goes against the current. She flows against the current and then she jumps. It's very difficult to flow against the current and jump out and then go back to that place. It's so difficult. So likewise for us, our roots are with the Supreme Lord. So how do we get the positive energy? How do we get all that what He's giving us? We have to go against the material current. We have to go against what is happening in this world, what is happening in Canada. In India, it's no different. It's the same. India is also, the material world is actually as difficult to survive in as it is in Canada. It's very difficult to earn money there as well. It's difficult to earn money here. But there is one thing is there, that the parents are there. That's the only consolation. But you have Krishna as the super parents here. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I'm your father, I'm your mother. These parents may be here one day, maybe they will be gone. But He is going to be here for us always. And He's going to be with us here after death also. He says, I will take care of you, don't worry. So if we have faith in Him, everything will fall right. If He wants, His blessings would flow to us. But we have to be the recipients. We have to ask for mercy. Mercy is not that it will come on its own. One has to work hard to receive the mercy. Like the salmon fish, she tries and she achieves it also. You see, it's not an easy job. When she actually jumps out of the water, sometimes the bear and the other animals, they eat her. But then she doesn't give, she does not give up. She keeps on trying and trying. And she succeeds also. Some cases she may die, but in most of the cases she survives. So this is how actually the life is. If we really want to try, we try hard, we go against the current, the material current, we need the support of the Supreme Lord. And if we have His support, everything will be fine. So it is good you shared your realizations and that you are here and you are really trying hard. And I really wish when you will chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Krishna is going to really help you, support you. And difficulties will come, but when He is beside us, Krishna tells Arjuna, if I am beside you, you will be the winner. So don't worry, just chant and see how your mind will be calm. And then Krishna helps you take the right decisions at the right time. We will always have options, And some of your friends might be loitering around, might be, because material world is very strong to attract. So you must be saving money. When you work so hard, you know the value of money. You must be saving. The others might be just spending it like, you have got a lot of things here where you can spend money and enjoy life. But being from such a background, you must be working hard and saving money and really on the right track. And you are coming to the temple, of course, Krishna will bless you and you will not go away from the track. So very nice. Thank you for your realizations. Yes, you would like to share your name and from where you are and what's your realization here?
I'm Naira. I was born in Canada, but my parents are from China.
Okay.
Currently, I'm studying environmental science at UBC. I like studying
Different cultures. Right. So you like coming to the temple? What do you like the best here?
I like here the most because, just like we nourish our physical bodies every day, it's important to nourish our soul, right?
That's right.
Our soul, it really gravitates towards the bhajan and kirtan.
So do you like the concept of guru? that how important a guru is in life, a spiritual master? Did you find, have you heard any lectures here? It's your visit, like how many times have you come here? It's been a long time?
I come here when I have time.
Okay, on Sundays. Yeah. So you are aware of any lectures? Have you heard earlier any lectures here? Any discourses?
I've heard a few.
A few. That's it. So you know the concept of a spiritual master. When you come in, there's Srila Prabhupada Murti is there, the statue. You know whose statue is there at the entrance we have? Do you know him?
Yeah, he's the founder of this.
Yeah, he's the founder of ISKCON. That's right. So that is how he is the founder, and he has helped us all. You see, we are indebted to him. The philosophy was there, the scriptures were there, but he's the one who made it easy for us to access them. So they are in the language that's Sanskrit, that is the difficult language to understand for everybody. So he has made it easy by giving the word meanings to it, the translation, and made it easy for this message of Krishna to come to us. So our guru is that part he plays. He helps us to understand. Actually, Arjuna also in the Bhagavad Gita, he surrenders to the guru, that is Krishna himself, and he understands the philosophy. So to understand the philosophy, it is important that we go in the shelter of a spiritual master. That is very important for us. Unless we go into the shelter of the spiritual master, we will not understand a bit of it even. We have to be, because he makes it easy. He makes it easy for us to grasp the message. Otherwise, it will be extremely difficult on a layman to go into the scripture and they wouldn't understand a word out of it. I can assure you. But if you have a guru at your side who has given so much, made it so easy for us, so this becomes easy for us to understand and apply in our lives. It's not just understanding. Real understanding means applying in life. It's not just coming and giving. You give nice reception to your ears. You say, oh, wonderful discourse, very nice, and you get up and go out, and you forget everything. It's not that. Unless you apply this in your life, you will not achieve what you're looking for. Because anybody who comes here, he takes lots of pain to enter this door, you know. It's not an easy thing. First, if you don't have a car, you take a ride, or you, somehow or the other, in this adverse kind of a weather also, you try to be here, so you enter the doors. It's not an easy, you have taken a lot of pains to be here. So that in itself makes us know that, yeah, I'm searching for something, I'm in quest of something. So because you're in the quest, you are thirsty for something, that is how it is, you become nice recipients. The more thirst we have, more drinking water or drinking, you will enjoy. If you have that, you want to quench your thirst, so you will really relish that water that comes to you. So this is how it is, when you enter here with quest, you will relish the knowledge you will get. So you become the right recipients. So it's very nice for you that you love to study the different faiths. And you see, when we study different faiths, we see how common they have among themselves. They are like bridges come up. The gaps are filled. So we get rid of the gaps. Those gaps actually bring hatreds. I opened up a verse here, you know. I didn't know what I would be speaking. So I just came and took a Bhagavad Gita. I opened up and Krishna here sends a message. He says to Arjuna, the scion of Bharata, or conqueror of the four, all living entities are born into delusion, bewildered by dualities, arisen from desire and hate. These are very simple 2 lines, he says, but it's got a very deep meaning. He says to Arjuna, a scion of Bharata, or conqueror of the foe. Foe means enemy. So he's the conqueror of the foe. He is gonna conquer his enemy. He's conquered his enemy like lust, anger, greed. He has conquered that already. That is why he has Krishna on his side. So he says, you are the conqueror of the foe. All living and he is telling him that all living entities like us, how do we take birth? We take birth in delusion. We are always in illusion. We actually think those things which are not here, and we think they are here. We think this world is permanent. That is why we are working so hard to earn money. Our focus is money. Our focus, as you said, is not giving food to our spiritual life. Those was your word, you said. We physical needs we are looking after, but what about our soul? We are not taking care of that. So that's what Krishna tells here. You are all living in illusion because you're feeding your body but forgot the soul. That is the biggest illusion in this world, when we identify with our bodies. We don't identify with our souls. And then he says, why then you are suffering here? Bewildered by dualities. You are all bewildered by the dualities arising out of, he says, arising from desire. So our desire, the desires are all for physical body. Hardly there will be 0.01% those who come here to satisfy their souls. Everybody is coming to ask Krishna, please solve my this problem, solve my that problem. I may get my job, I may get this kind of job, I may get this money, I may get this thing, I may get that thing. So they all come for physical needs. So here he says, duality is arisen from desire. So desire is that we want Krishna to fulfill our material desires. 99.9% people come here to fulfill their material desires. They all want that Krishna may provide them with all the facilities they need. So we think that God is meant to do that. Since childhood we have got this misconception, we go to God only for our problems and pains. If we are in problem, we go to Him. So Krishna knows this all. He tells in the 7th chapter that 4 kinds of people come to me. The first is those who are in pain. They come to me. If they have any kind of pain, any health issue, any money issue, any financial issue, they come to me, running to God. Second, those who are in distress, they come to me. First is those who are in distress, they come to me. Then they need money, they come to me. Third, he says, those who have quest, those who want to know, they come to me. And fourth ones are those who have knowledge, they come to me. And now Arjuna asks Krishna, who is the most favorite out of these 4? So look at his question. He is always asking questions. He's asking questions for us. So he says to Krishna, who is the most favorite out of these 4? Some are coming here to actually for their pain, that you may solve what the pain is coming from, you may solve that issue. Secondly, they are coming for money, that they want money, they want money from you, that you provide them. Third, they are coming for quest. They have any quest, they come here. Fourth, they have knowledge and they come here. So Arjuna is asking, out of these 4, who is the most favorite? Whom you like the best? So Krishna says, those who come and surrender because of knowledge, they perform pure devotional service. Because of the knowledge they have, they are my most favorite. So Krishna clearly declares, they are my favorites. Those who perform devotional service on the basis of knowledge, that they are the surrendered souls. They apply this knowledge in their life. I love them. They are my favorites. So this is how we become His favorite. And this is what the message today was. And he says, duality is arisen from desire and hate. Aversion. When people hate each other, that's what the gaps are. That's why I said, we come here, we fill the gaps. We interfaith, she says, no, as she loves to go into different faiths to know about them. So this is how you fill up the gaps. The hatred goes away, the love actually comes. The bridges are made. That's what Srila Prabhupada did. He made this place, there is only one ISKCON I know, where people from different faiths are welcomed. And they chant the only one mantra. They have no other, conflict among themselves. They all sit together, they chant, they read together, they listen together, they dance together, they eat together. And nobody has a word of hatred among them. Oh, you are from a Christian family, you are from a Muslim family, or you are from a Sikh family, or you are from a Hindu family. All are welcome. And Prabhupada clearly said, you become a good Hindu, you become a good Muslim, you become a good Christian, you become a good Sikh, if you chant nicely, if you are able to sit with these like-minded people and you actually prosper in your spiritual life. That's what Srila Prabhupada gave. Very simple message, and he could actually make it in real form a Vasudeva Kutumbakam. We talk of a one family, the world one family. But how this world becomes one family? Until we all sit together and have no hatred among each other. Then it becomes one family, where there is no hatred. So some people say, oh, this is your faith, my faith is superior, your faith is not superior. This is a very funny thing to say. When we all say God is one, how can you say your God is different to my God? There is only one God. And if we are chanting the name of the God, of course, the God is going to be on our sides. He knows that you are serving. As I said, the 3S. Submissive, that is service. The third is surrender, submissive, and service. So 3S. So when we follow this, it's bound that Krishna is going to be happy with us. So very nice. Your name is Myra. What did you say your name? Naira. Very nice realization yours that you are into this and you really searching for a path to actually how your soul becomes happy. That's wonderful. Yes, Prabhu. Your name?
Ronil.
Ronil.
Ronil. I'm a student at SFU, engineering student at SFU.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would like to share your your realization, your which part of India or where you belong to and what you...
I'm not from India, I'm from Africa. Tanzania.
Africa, okay.
Um,
What brings you here to Canada? And if you want to share, it's up to you.
I'm a student, so like studies and all that.
Study. Do you find any difficulties here and what brings you to the temple?
I'm just free on during morning, so I just decided.
Nice.
I came one day and I joined the class first.
You liked it.
So
Very good. That's wonderful. Very sincerely, very truthfully you answered. And so in your free time you came here and you liked it and you're back again.
Yeah.
So that's very good. We should be very true and frank. Absolutely. When once you enter here, of course you're going to like it because the aura is very pure. It's a positive energy. Because Srila Prabhupada made it, the session starts in the morning at 4 o'clock. 4:30 we are all here chanting and dancing and singing the glories. So that is the time when it is said, it is called the nectarian time. So when the nectar flows. So that is called the nectar flows, and when everybody is chanting the holy name, and especially this place, it is actually people come here and they chant and they dance and sing. So the positive energy gets conserved here. So it is here always. It's stored here. It is a storehouse of positive energy. So that is how you feel the change when you go to the outside world and you enter here. You feel that aura, you feel that peace, you feel that strength. So that mental strength that comes here. So very nice, wonderful it is that you are back and we welcome you. And keep coming so that you can actually take this energy with you into the outside world that will become an armor suit for us. We all need, and like it's raining, we need an umbrella to protect ourselves from the weather. So likewise, we in the material world to actually fight back, as I said, like a salmon goes against the current. If we really want to go, this is coming to the temple is against the current in Kali Yuga. This is Kali Yuga. It's against the current. So when you want to go against the current, then you have to have strength. And this positive energy becomes the strength for you. So very nice, Ronald, very wonderful. Your realization is keep coming. Yes, you joined us late. Would you like to, Hare Krishna, would you like to share like your...
So my name is Megha and I'm from India, from the north part. Came in Canada almost like 3 years ago. So I realized very late that we have a temple here, but when I came, I felt like so good that okay, there is a safe place here in Canada too. So and like there is one of my classmates, Satyam Mohan Prabhu, he lives here only nearby. So he told me, okay, you can come here often. So yeah, I started coming. I felt really good. And honestly, my mother was a devotee of Krishna. I was never. I was a devotee of Lord Shiva. But I don't know, I never felt that thing till I was in India. And then when I came here, it built a connection with Krishna. And then it was just always Krishna.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and when I went back India in December, I wanted to see Vrindavan. I went there. I felt so good. Like that Vrindavan is like a holy place, vibes like it's a blessing. I
Yeah.
love like Shiva.
Wonderful.
And now I'm like literally very attached to all of Krishna, Radharani,
Very nice.
temple as well.
Very nice. So as you said, Megha, the Shivji, Lord Shiva actually is Vaishnava Yatha Shambhu. He is the biggest Vaishnava. He's the biggest devotee of Krishna, Radharani and Krishna. So he actually, when you are his devotee sincerely, he makes it a point that you reach out to Krishna. He brings you to Krishna. So that is what Lord Shiva is. So you're very fortunate that you have worshipped him and then you are at the right place. Sometimes we just don't take the indications what Shivji is giving. So we actually keep on, we think, once if we leave Shivji, then this is going to be like we are going to Krishna. It's not leaving and going. It's just that he is promoting you there and he himself is chanting. So Shivji is very happy when you serve Krishna. He himself serves Krishna. So there is no difference, much difference between Krishna and Shivji, but you know that it's his mercy that you are here. So it's wonderful. And yes, Vrindavan there is none other place other than Vrindavan on this planet. And of course Prabhupada always said, we can make a Vrindavan where we stay. So you can off and on go and have a visit in Vrindavan. You can stay there for a few days, but when you are back to your own home, you can make it a Vrindavan. So our endeavor is to make our homes Vrindavan, where we live, wherever we are situated, whether we are in Canada, India, any place in the world. It doesn't matter at all. But the matter is that you chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and you get connected. That is the connection you have with Krishna. So if you get the connection to Krishna, that connection is right, then there is perfect, that place becomes Vrindavan. So that's very important. And it may be, if we are living in Vrindavan and we are not doing this, our connection may get lost. So, but if you are in Canada even and you are connected to Krishna, you are chanting, you are coming to the temple, giving service, those 3 yes which I said that you are giving, of course you are in Vrindavan. So wonderful it is. Nice that keep on coming and keep on serving Krishna. It's wonderful to have you.
Also, it's like I've been in India for like almost since my childhood. I'm there, right? I've never been to Vrindavan, but when I came here in Canada and went back,
And then you went.
I went there for the first time. It's like the mercy of God.
Yes.
That's what the time He called me. That now it's the time.
Perfect. Radharani actually lets you enter Vrindavan once you are a pure soul. When you get connection with her, she invites you to Vrindavan. She takes you to Vrindavan. So then only you can enter Vrindavan. So Vrindavan, the queen of Vrindavan is Radharani. So she is the queen. If the queen wants you, you will be there. And we have to be sincere after that, more sincere, more surrendered, more giving service. Because now she has invited us. So we have to.
It was like when we were planning to, it was so many hurdles between that thing. Okay, the day we planned to, by accidentally my father got training for his work, so we cancelled that particular day, planned the other day, cancelled all the appointments and tickets for that day, rescheduled it. It was like all that, but still,
Happening.
it's like it was our devotion towards God, and no matter what, we want to come to you, no
Yes.
matter how many hurdles we see. But this time, I want to come to you. So then,
Yes, our desire. Krishna works with our desire. He says in Bhagavad Gita, I work according to your desire, what you want. So the trials and tribulations will be there. He will take a lot of tests. It's not there that if we become a devotee, we will not be put to test. We will be put to test many times.
more
And
than the people who
yes, more than the people, those who actually don't enter here. So, but these tests and tribulations will actually, if we pass out, we will be the winner. So he will be there with us. So these are very little steps we take, and then Krishna actually holds our hand, Radharani holds our hand. So very nice realization that we should be actually get connected to Krishna and feel this connection, When application comes, the feeling will come. So wonderful. So the couple at the back, would you like to share? I've seen you earlier also, 15 days back I was here. You're very, good in sadhana, you're coming regularly. Very nice. Would you like, one of you would like to share?
It's always me talking, so probably
Her turn? Okay, you speak. You have to be a bit louder.
I'm here with my husband and 2 sons. We have been coming since February.
Okay, somebody may give her the mic. That'll be. But I can't hear you. How will I interact?
I'm Victoria, this is my husband and my 2 sons. We have been coming here since February. So we come from a different education, different families, and right now we are just starting. So we have a lot of questions, we don't know where to start, how to improve, how to be devoted. Even that part is hard for us to understand. Not studying in teachings since very beginning, having questions about Krishna, all the separations, all the incarnations, everything. For us, we start from zero, so for us it can be very hard. Sometimes we have a lot of questions, sometimes we don't know what to ask. So I don't know, my usual question, and my husband's usual question, I think, is where do we start? How do we start doing, we're practicing, it's hard for us to have this sincere feeling of
Yeah.
emotion since very beginning.
That's got it.
Sincere, everything we do, we feel like we're doing it, but how do we develop the feeling that we are actually devoted?
Which part of the world you are from?
I am from Ukraine, so
Ukraine.
my background is Orthodox. My husband is from Mexico. His
Mexico.
background is Catholic.
Catholic.
And maybe we practice other things.
It's good. Yeah, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
My name is Jesus. So we like meditation. That's why we
Yeah, that's
right
right.
now here in Canada we are trying to teach our kids now that they're born and
Yeah.
and then visiting last time he was from we're trying to encourage them to
Very good.
meditate and then seek Krishna.
Yes.
We love always the energy here, and that's why we're really trying to
Yes,
follow
yes.
the recommendations, steps, and come on the weekends. But yeah, it's sometimes we read or we listen in our detail stuff like that, and we have questions, and then like, but we don't know. But we know that for sure feel the energy when we come to Mantra to Hare Krishna, you're chanting. It's really powerful. So yeah, it's just general. Like we know we're in the right path, in the right place, and then we know that we take Krishna as the main God,
Yes.
regardless of our previous religion.
Yeah.
But it's like always have those questions.
Absolutely.
But we know it will come.
Yes.
We know it will come. That's it.
Yes, yes. I have understood perfectly well. Very good. It's very nice what you said. Actually, we all are coming from different backgrounds. It doesn't matter. Once we enter here, where to start, Krishna helps us. You've started the right thing. You have started chanting. Chanting is the proper way to start. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that chanting is going to reveal everything. Even the knowledge will be revealed through chanting. Sincere chanting, he says, when you do, the knowledge will reveal to you. Because whatever we read, it may not, we may not be able to sustain it. You just read it and then you forget it. But what all we have studied in our schools and colleges, we don't remember exactly what the words we read. But likewise, this knowledge, this will remain. You can sustain it by chanting. When you chant, this knowledge is going to be with us. By the mercy of this knowledge, by the mercy of Krishna, this knowledge will be with us. So Rupa Goswami, a very big acharya, a very big saint in our lineage, he says that Ado Shraddha, that means if you have a little bit of faith even in Krishna, he brings you here. Ado Shraddha Tado Sadhu Sang. Sadhu Sang means he brings you to the association of devotees. He introduces you to them. Because you have a little bit of sincerity, little bit of faith. So your sincerity reflects that you've joined in February and you are still coming, managing to come here. Maybe the adverse weather is there. I remember the last time when I came here 15 days back, again, It was raining outside and you guys were here. That shows you are very sincere with your two kids. You want them also. You are seeking their welfare also. So you may wonder that this little boy in your lap, he may not understand a word. This one even, he loves to play. Kids love to play. So, but whatever they are hearing, even the word of Krishna, even the just word, letter Krishna, K, Krishna, that goes into their deepest of the consciousness, is gonna be with them. And when they grow up, they're gonna feel that power with them. So actually the credit will go to the parents, to both of you. Because of you, they will get this name. And you are here, you're following the right track. As he said, he knows that's the best what they're doing. So you are at the best place, you are the best path. If you follow this, if you keep on chanting, one day this knowledge will sustain in you. It will remain in you. It will go deep into your consciousness. Krishna says that. It's going to reveal to you. The mercy of Krishna will be revealed. He says in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Tesham ivanu kampartam aham agyanam jamtama. He says it will be my mercy. When what happens? The knowledge, it comes into your heart. Your heart illumines with knowledge. He says that will be my mercy. But if you will keep on chanting my name, I will give you this mercy. I will shower this mercy upon you. That one day you will understand everything from within your heart. And the darkness of ignorance will go away. It will just vanish. Because it will be like Kripa means in Hindi, that's a Hindi word, Kripa, a Sanskrit word. It means mercy. He says, my mercy will flow to you. And your heart it will come. So you're very fortunate that you have taken the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, entering here, paying just obeisances to him. You show your surrender. When we pay obeisances, we show the surrender. Application may be later, but showing surrender itself will bring surrender one day. So keep on chanting. You both are on the perfect right track, and hope Krishna will bless you both and your kids so that you remain on this path with full strength and steadiness. We all pray for you. So we all chant again, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is for each one of us, that we remain strong and steady on this path of devotion. So wonderful it is. Now, Mataji, what you would like to have?
We can do more questions.
Yeah, we can. We welcome questions. Anybody has any questions, they can ask.
We have Mataji for one more week and then she returns to Delhi. So now's the time to buy or whatever it is.
Yeah, next Sunday I might be able to come or not, because next Saturday we are going to Kelowna for the Rath Yatra. So the Sunday, I don't know, I might be able to come here again or not. But if you have any questions, you can ask me. I'll be back in Delhi then. I'll go back to Delhi. I belong to Delhi. So anybody has any doubt, any query, you can put forth.
Even from your reading of Bhagavad Gita or questions about chanting.
Yeah, any questions? All are welcome. Any kind, you want to know anything? You want to share any realization? You are welcome to do. She wants to say?
Question.
Of course.
Yes, it's just about changing the.
Mhm.
I have a question about changing the lifestyle. Because, so we have to change our diet. We are already vegetarian.
Fine.
So no onion, no garlic, no mushrooms, no coffee, no alcohol, no cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yes, so of course we have friends and they do not live the same
Yes.
lifestyle.
Yes.
And our son goes to birthday parties and there's a cake, there are hot dogs, there's pizza. So for us, the question is, we would like to switch, but as well, how do we combine it? Maybe someone has gone through this experience. How do you manage this situation? We can say no, we can bring our own food, or how do we continue life following what are the values that we would like to follow, but we're living in this world.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah. Thank you much. As you rightly put, yes. But in Canada, there is one, you're fortunate. Here people, I was talking this only yesterday to someone, that you're very fortunate here people take to the word of allergy a lot. They give importance to the word of allergy. If you tell someone that your son has an allergy to eggs, he has allergy to meat and meat products and eggs, and even sometimes to onion and garlic. So people do take care when they invite a child to their home. They do take care and they don't provide those things. They keep, yeah, that is very important. My granddaughter here, so when she's just 7-year-old. When she goes out to her friends or for play date or anything, so my daughter-in-law makes it sure that she tells them that my daughter is allergic to eggs and meat products and no onion and like garlic, you can always tell them. So, but meat and first is meat and eggs, you can of course tell them. Onion and garlic later on you can add to his diet, to the kid's diet. But first let it be sure that he's provided with a vegetarian food. And for you both, you can take to no onion and no garlic. But for the child, at least you can tell that he is a pure vegetarian, no eggs even. He's allergic to them. So that is not difficult. If you will do it, everybody in the school would know it and his friends would know it. And the other parents would not offer him those products. So it's best that you do that way. Let it be first vegetarian and then go for the no onion and no garlic restriction for the children. For yourself, you can take that. As you said, you can manage this with your friends. You can always tell them that you are following this diet. So the diet actually makes a lot of difference. So diet is when the Krishna prasadam we take, it nourishes our soul. Diet is very important. Sometimes we think, oh, Krishna has given us everything, why not eat this and that? Because he's only made it. So they say, oh, he has given this and if we eat, what does that matter? It doesn't matter. Like, we are chanting, it's okay. But then they don't know that is an offense. It's offense on the 7th offense is when you commit a sin. Knowingly, you know it and then you commit it, it becomes an offense. And you're chanting also and you think, oh, chanting will actually, it will cross over, like, you know, if we have committed an offense, a sin, we will chant more. No, once you have committed an offense, you may be dropped out of bhakti, you know. You may be dropped out of devotion. So we don't want to be dropped off. We want to be on this track. So we have to follow some rules and regulation very strictly with us. So Krishna prasadam is very important. Krishna says if you if you eat something without offering me, you're eating a sin, you're eating sins. That's a sinful life you are leading. So if a sinful life we are leading, we will not receive what we are looking for, what we are searching for. We are searching for peace, we are searching for happiness, true peace, true happiness. So that can only come if we are following the right. Because if you have a disease and if you didn't take the advice of the doctor, you still do whatever you feel like doing it, then you won't get the result. You won't be okay. Your disease won't go away. So likewise it is that if we all are materially diseased. So today's verse, what I read from the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying this, that we all are actually bewildered here. And this verse, I may tell you, it is 7.27. So it's 7th chapter, 27th verse. You can look into it when you go home. Read it in Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna says, you are all born in delusion. You are all bewildered because of your desires and your hatred. So we have to overcome all this. So how do we overcome? We are diseased. So our desires make us diseased. We have all so many material desires. So how we get rid of these material desires? Only if we take the proper diet and the proper advice. So the spiritual master is there to give us the proper advice and the proper diet. So that diet is Krishna prasadam, offering the food to Krishna and then eating. And the chanting is holy name. That is again what we have to follow, the prescription of the doctor. So we have these two things. One is the diet and one is the medicine. So diet is Krishna prasadam, medicine is the chanting of the holy name. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra gives us the strength that how we can tell the world, yes, I don't eat. Like those who are sick, they don't eat they eat a special diet, you know. When you're not feeling well, you don't eat those things that actually, you've seen like gluten-free is so common here. Now in India also this awareness is coming. So if you really have allergy to wheat, you don't eat it because it makes you sick. So likewise, you can tell, oh, I get sick, my child gets sick if he eats this. So people understand. That is the great advantage here. In India, it might be difficult, but here it is a great advantage. That people do take care of the others. So wonderful, you can really come out of it. Haribol. So any other question? Yes, Prabhu.
So a question on the chanting. So in the Bhagavad Gita, it mentions that when you are chanting, there is a way, or there is a stage where you enter into the Pashanti stage.
Which stage? I didn't get it.
Pashanti.
Passion. Okay. The mode of passion.
Yeah.
There are 3 modes. Yeah.
If you can just explain.
Yeah, I just explained. Thank you.
Like how to get there.
Yeah, there are 3 modes of material nature Krishna talks about. Mode of ignorance, mode of passion, and mode of goodness. So he says, you don't have to be in the mode of ignorance, not at all. Mode of ignorance is where you are ignorant about the scriptures itself. The scriptures are there, and still you don't want to read them, you don't want to listen to them, you want to do your own way. You say, oh, I don't want them. So you follow everything what your mind says. You may have intoxications, you may gamble, you may take to smoking, you may take to non-vegetarian food. These are all against the scriptures. Scriptures say don't take this all. This is a sinful way. So that is mode of ignorance. So if ignorance is bliss, sometimes people say, oh, ignorance is bliss because you didn't know it, and you say nothing will happen to me because I didn't know it. So, but the policeman gives you a ticket when you drive here, and you may say, oh, I belong to India, I didn't know how to drive here. And you cross the red light and you do your own way, you will keep on getting tickets. Your license will be impounded. You cannot drive here. So likewise, we may say to Krishna, when we die, everything will be our accounts will be taken care. It's not that we will just go away with them. So then everything will be told to you that why did you not leave the sinful life? And you say, oh, I didn't know it. Then the answer will be, the scriptures are there in this world. Why didn't you to read them? They were given to you to read and understand. So many acharyas, so many representatives were sent for you to read them and understand. Like you said, you belong to a Catholic background. I have studied in a Catholic school. And I know in the Catholic school, when they used to tell us all about Jesus, the first thing that attracted to me about Jesus was that when he was crucified, he's saying, forgive them because they do not know what they are doing to. So please, God, forgive them. And he always said, I'm Son of God. So that really attracted me that, yes, see how compassionate he is. He is even forgiving his own killers who is giving him pain. So this is actually, we take these things actually bring us to Krishna. And this is more, if we say, oh, I didn't know, the 10 commandments clearly mention everything what we have in these 4, the regulative principles you have heard here. The 10 commandments speak about this only. Thou shalt not kill. So only the translations has been actually differentiated. Thou shalt not, Prabhupada always said, thou shalt not kill means thou shalt not kill anybody. It's not that you will kill animals and eat them. So it is there that we are following somewhat the same, but we have actually modified everything according to our taste and our beliefs. So mode of ignorance, one has to surpass that. You cannot deny when you're caught that you didn't know it. Everything was given to you, you did not take it, it's now you have to face the consequences. Second is mode of passion. People are very passionate sometimes. In mode of passion is when you're confused. Mode of passion means you are in a state of confusion. What should I do? What should not I do? Sometimes you are so much passionate for earning money or earning fame, earning name, that you go you will do anything adverse also just to gain these things. You may take to adverse means to actually gain money. You may take to adverse means to be in power. You see the politicians, how they want to be in power. By hook or crook, they want to be in power. They may kill anybody. They may defame anybody to remain in power. Sometimes who wants to gain fame, they go into adverse things to gain fame also. It's not only the right way they'll become a celebrity. They have many manipulations to become a celebrity, They go take to the wrong paths to become very famous. So that's why we deny this. Krishna says, deny this passion, mode of passion also. Don't be passionate. Just one passion we may have about the spiritual life. Why I want to be a devotee of Krishna. I want to surrender my life. 3 S we should never forget. You can always tell about to yourself, I want to be, if I need a passion, need passion for this. I don't want to be passionate about the material world. Because in material world, you are confused, mode of passion. You would like to do something, and then one moment you want to be like this, the second moment you want to be like this. So, mode of passion one should deny. Krishna tells Arjuna asks that why do I commit sins? I don't want to commit sins, but yet the sins happen. Why do sins happen? Then Krishna says, because you are kamesha krodesha. He says, you are in a mode of passion. That is why. When you take to the mode of passion, sins will happen. You will commit sins. It's bound to you will commit sins. And then the third is the mode of goodness. So mode of goodness also is where you are eating the food that is sattvic. Sattvic is the food that is without onion, garlic, no meat and eggs. It's pure vegetarian meal. But you are not offering to Krishna. So this is again, it's mode of goodness, it's good. But when it is offered to Krishna, it goes into the mode of Vishuddha Sattva. It transcends the mode of goodness also. When we chant the holy name, it is to be chanted in mode of goodness at least to transcend the mode of goodness. You will transcend, you will go across the mode of goodness when you are chanting. But at least come to the mode of goodness. When we follow Srila Prabhupada's 4 regulative principles, ISKCON's 4 regulative principles we follow, so those 4 regulative principles bring you immediately into mode of goodness. Immediately you are into mode of goodness. You transcend mode of ignorance, you transcend mode of passion, and you come to mode of goodness. And when you're in mode of goodness, and then the knowledge is given to you, the Bhagavad Gita like, the Bhagavatam, this knowledge will get imbibed in you. You will be able to sustain this knowledge. You will be able to apply this knowledge. So for application of this knowledge, it is necessary you come to the mode of goodness. So when you apply this knowledge, then you will transcend this mode of goodness also. You will go to mode of Vishuddha Sattva. That is, you will transcend goodness, you will go to the top mode where you are connected to Krishna. So Guru and Krishna connection happens, and then mode of Vishuddha Sattva, when you transcend mode of goodness, you immediately actually become a sincere devotee. And you have been sincere, that is why in the mode of goodness also you are following this. Immediately you left the mode of ignorance, you entered, you were sincere, so you actually wanted to be in mode of goodness. And you quickly reached mode of goodness. Now how to transcend the mode of goodness? Krishna says these 3 are even shackles. They are the chains that bind you. Mode of passion, mode of ignorance, mode of goodness. They are chains that bind you. How do you release from these chains? So you release from these chains when you follow the scriptures. In the mode of goodness only you will be able to follow the scriptures. Otherwise you will not understand. You will not understand a word. If you are in mode of ignorance, somebody comes. If you are in mode of ignorance and somebody says, oh, you eat the food without onion garlic, you will ridicule him. Because you are already eating non-veg and intoxication, you will say, what bullshit you are talking. In this world, nobody is like that who doesn't eat this. This is natural. They will give you a lot of philosophies. So, because they are in mode of ignorance, it's not their fault. It's the mode of ignorance that is working with them. If you tell somebody, don't drink tea, he says, are you crazy? Everybody drinks tea. What's harm in tea? It doesn't have that much of caffeine. It's just very little. So they will argue with you till end, There is no solution for their arguments. So mode of ignorance is when people are fanatic, when people, they do what they want to do. So one who goes into mode of goodness, he can understand, yes, what Krishna is saying, what Bhagavad Gita is saying, what Srila Prabhupada is mentioning. So mode of goodness is the one which will take you to transcend the mode of goodness itself. First, you have to be in mode of goodness. So I hope you understood what I said. If you want to listen to this again and again, I'm there on the YouTube. It's getting live on YouTube right now. It'll be there. If you want to listen it back, you can go to my channel and listen it again. Thank you.
Mataji, a question.
Yes, Mataji.
I think my voice is audible.
Yeah, same.
So a question. Like sometimes things make me angry, but I don't want to feel that anger because then my mind is all disturbed, my inner peace, everything is ruined. So no matter like I am on the path of the spirituality and everything, but still I want to gain that thing that okay, doesn't matter what is going outside the world, my inner soul, my inner peace should not be affected what is happening. And the anger is the biggest thing. Like I have reduced a lot, but still I have not reached to the path where I should be. So like how can I be calm and everything, ignoring that okay, whatever is gonna happen.
Got it. Anger is the biggest enemy, Krishna says himself. So, as you yourself said that you have actually decreased a lot in being angry. So, it's there, you're on the right track. Sometimes we just get admission in the nursery class and we expect the result of a PhD level. So that is going to happen, but very slow. But we don't, because I said no, Krishna is going to test us all the time. So we have to be prepared to give the test all the time, till our last breath. So it may be in this lifetime, it may take many lifetimes, but the patience has to be there. It may take many lifetimes even to go back. It's not that in this lifetime only it may happen. But a devotee is always surrendered. Whether it's this lifetime or many hundreds of lifetimes to come, he still wants to be a devotee only. So that is very important, that we remain surrendered. And we have faith in Srila Prabhupada's words. He said, if you chant 16 rounds and follow the 4 regulative principles, I will take you back definitely in this lifetime only. So we have full faith in our spiritual master, our guru. Yes, your faith in your spiritual master actually can move the mountains. So don't worry, you're on the right track and you have to keep a check on yourself. That's why when we are taking this diet, the diet that is free from all onion and garlic, all the tamasic, all the mode of ignorance food. So anger will subside, it will reduce. And moreover, it will come to a reduction slowly and slowly. But it can again erupt. If we commit any sin, any offense, it may again be back to bewilder us. So we have to keep a check on all these things, lust, anger and greed at all the times. So even it is said for the sannyasis even, they have to be always doing this check on themselves. So that can overpower anybody in this world. So we have to be always in the shelter of the Guru and Krishna, so that we are not overpowered by anger, lust and greed.
Also, it's like, how do I say it? Like, there are some things in my life that I don't want to talk about, okay? Like, maybe, like a very simple thing. If I'm living in a house where the other people are not maintaining cleanliness, and I'm a person who is very much into cleanliness. Like, I feel like wherever I go, the place should be clean, if I left the place clean. But they be like, no, it's too much, like you have like OCD disorders and everything, it's too much. And then that thing pisses me off, like if I'm doing things right, and it is
why people
I'm
are
teaching you as well, that okay,
because
maintain cleanliness, because even God, like to be, we have to learn from so like back.
That's right.
God, cleanliness is second
Next to godliness, yeah.
And like they like, no, it's too much, and those things it makes me piss off, and then every single time I just lose that person because of these things. Like very minor things, it's just an example.
Yeah, got
So
it.
like how should that situation can
You follow your path, you follow the cleanliness, you don't leave that, and you try to convince other. Krishna says, speak the truth, but speak in a very sweet way, in a palatable way. He says, don't speak it in anger. He says, speak the truth, but in a very sweet way, in a palatable, sweet way. So be nice to others when you are speaking the truth also. Just don't say, oh, I'm a devotee, I know what's right. So the moment we say that, we lose what we have earned. The moment that's I and mine has come up. It's not that I and mine. You have to treat them as because they are not into it, so they won't understand it. So just like a child would understand, you have to treat them like that they are just children here. So just be nice to them, sweet to them, and help them out in cleaning and everything. Just understand that they are not devotees. So it's difficult. But you have to be patient and sweet to them. Remember the days when you were like them and how the others treated you. So we sometimes forget that we were also in their stage one day and how we have overcome that. So just have empathy, go into their shoes and understand. Haribol. Yes, Mataji. That's any other question, or we go for the darshan are about to open?
11:45, the altar will open.
Okay.
So if you want to just inquire, how many are chanting.
Yeah.
We have chanting beads available. And Mataji's already explained the importance of the chanting. It's, to ignite our connection to Krishna. So whoever doesn't have the chanting beads, please feel free to take the japa beads from there. And just because it's chanting beads, please offer any kind of donation, whether it's, a quarter, whatever, into the donation box, just to show reciprocation to the spiritual masters and lineage of acharyas that have given us this holy name. And as Mataji says, the most important thing of everything is the chanting of the holy name, because this is actually what connects us to Krishna. From chanting, everything else will fall into place. So we could do chanting if you want to chant on the beads, or just chant. We can chant for 5 minutes to welcome the opening of the altar. We can observe Arti Darshan, and then thereafter we'll join for lunch. Thank you. Any other questions on the chanting, Mataji can answer, and then we can go on with the chanting. Please, Mataji.
So if no other questions, another for 2-3 minutes, we can chant together till the darshan opens up. So you can put your hand in your bead bags and take out the beads, and we'll chant for 2-3 minutes together. Haribol. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we'll all get up now and welcome the deities. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, God Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. So let's all get up and have the darshan of the deities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.